Ida for telling my dad I won't join him for the anniversary of mom's death if my half-siblings are there. My mom died almost a year ago. She had cancer for 3 years. Her death was really hard for me, 16F, but what made things even worse was I felt like my half-siblings, 23 and 25, were giddy about the fact mom had died. She was their stepmom for 20 years. They lost their mom 13 years ago and I know how much they still miss her. They would always get really on edge on the anniversary of her death. I even saw them cry a few times. They never liked me seeing that though and would tell me to get lost. My half-siblings used to blame my mom for their mom's death. They'd say it should have been mom instead of their mom. I get that they were kids so I'm not going to say I hate them for feeling that way. But I think that hatred for my mom living longer than theirs stayed. I remember they never came to see my mom when she was sick and they weren't here when she died, and when they showed up they seemed so happy. They acted like it was no big deal. I could hear them laughing and giggling while Dad and I were going through funeral plans. A couple of relatives said it seemed so disrespectful for them to be so joyful around us and how could they not hold it in given Dad and I had lost Mom. Others thought they should at least look like they cared a little. But then I also heard them laugh off someone who tried to offer them sympathy at the funeral, saying Mom wasn't anything to them and they didn't care. A few weeks after the funeral they had taken down all traces of Mom from their places and they were warning him they had photoshopped her out of photos they posted online because now she's gone they can make them look like they wanted. Dad was so hurt and they argued. But now Dad is trying to talk them into joining us for her anniversary coming up. They already said no and said they have nothing to grieve and they don't miss her. But Dad still wants us to be together as a family. I told him I won't be there if they are. That I'm not about to spend the day with people who seem like they're glad Mom's dead. I said she isn't their mom but she is mine and I love and miss her and don't want to be around people who show so much joy that she's gone. Dad told me he needs me and we should all be together but I said no to that. Ida,